Hey guys, got a little fucking scrambled eggs in my lungs. I gotta stop inhaling my fucking breakfast, slow down. But heading to my first job. This house, I helped these people when they first bought it. They remodeled the bathroom. I think I put a new shower valve in this house for them. But she's calling about a lavatory. I did camera the house when I was there because the toilets were pulled, and stuck my camera in there and realized that they had some cracked pipes, cast iron under the slab. So I recommended a company that could possibly reline those pipes for her. I'm not sure whatever happened with that, but she's calling me today. It's Tuesday the 27th of December, and she's got a little lav stoppage. I'm not sure, you know, we'll see what it's about when I get there. But see if I can't get some footage when I get to her house. Hopefully it'll be an interesting video. Damn. I think I got some of them scrambled eggs up in my nostrils, man. Fucking choking on my breakfast. Fuck. Damn it. Slow down, boy. All right. So this is the bathroom that you remodeled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very
No,
nice.
Craig did the shower.
Right.
So that's all he did.
Oh, this was here?
This was here. Yeah.
Oh,
not
okay.
my favorite thing.
So what's the problem? It's not
what's going on
draining?
there? Yeah, it's not draining well at all. And then I think it's also coming out here. Of course, it didn't because you're here right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you can see that slow, right?
Yep, immediately.
Immediately,
So
exactly.
let me check it out.
This is neat, a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Wow, it's great. Okay.
All right. No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna check it out. Hopefully it's a quick fix for you.
Okay.
Seems like that.
Nothing here.
By this waste under here, it seems like it's probably a mowing faucet. And look, I do have those cartridges. Here's your problem, ma'am.
What? Gross. Don't tell. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Grody to the max.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some.
Clean it. Here, we'll take it.
Definitely. Oh boy. Why would you wear gloves? Ugh.
That might have been before. I'd like to think that was here before.
Oh yeah, this stuff is definitely, this is,
That much. I don't wash
no, this is, you know what, a lot of people they just let their dental floss go down the drain.
And my uncle has taught me to be so crazy careful with drains.
Did you say your uncle was a plumber or something?
My uncle was the kind of guy who did everything. Electrical, plumbing.
Yeah.
Not professional.
Right,
He was too cheap to ever clean.
right.
So he taught me a lot about how to keep sinks proper.
Yep.
I mean, it'll get to the point where if I'm going to be combing my hair or anything like that, I do it away from the sink.
Yeah.
Even if I have to wash my hands after I put stuff in my hair,
Yep.
I actually go outside sometimes to just wash it off
Wow.
because I don't want it going down.
Ugh. Good Lord, this stuff will bring up your breakfast.
Oh God.
Ugh. Excuse my theatrics.
Okay, but is it just on that thing?
No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want me to check other sinks, I can do that, but that's it, guys.
In the pipe, it's just on that, whatever you call that.
Oh, the stopper?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty gross. Craig, are you a friend of Craig's on Facebook?
No, I was wondering what's going on.
Oh, they're interesting. He and his wife, Well, yeah, they went to New York, but then they ended up in North Carolina. They bought a house, and they're up there freezing their butts off.
So they don't live in Sarasota anymore?
They rented their house. But he posted the other day, you know, it's been all great, you know, till the cold came. And they're kind of in shock, I think, which is
They're
fun.
not happy with that. Yeah,
No.
These people tell me how great life is in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I wonder, of course, it's been cold here too.
Yeah.
You know, Craig, I so love working with Craig, except for when he did that with the electric.
Yeah, well,
Cost a
sometimes.
lot of money, $4,000.
Wow.
Yep. And he didn't give me a break on the shower, so I wasn't thrilled with that, you know.
Yeah.
But then the two jokers who came in after him were working here around the same time were real
Jokers.
real jokers. I mean, everything they did in this house is bad, from the floors to whatever they did.
Oh,
So that was a
goodness.
real mistake. I kind of put my faith in them,
Yeah.
the young couple.
You
But
gotta, you have to really get, reviews, you know?
it was, you know, they had a lot of bravado, and I believed them, and I wanted to give them a chance. And
A lot of bravado? That's what I
bravado
do.
about, what do you mean? Yes, of course we know how to do floors. We've been doing it for, you know, whatever.
Forever.
They laid the tile back out on the pool. I mean, really, to resell this place is gonna be hard, because
Really?
everything they did was wrong. I mean, even here, they did this floor, it's coming up. You know,
Wow.
It's just,
A lot of
this has
stuff.
been a trick, this house.
Yeah,
But I'll
unfortunately, when you buy an older house,
Yeah, I know.
you know,
The
there are no,
plumbing-
really no guarantees. You can do a lot of homework, but how old is this?
This is 84, but I will tell you this, when it rains, it's like you're on a ship.
Really?
Oh my God.
Noisy?
No, it's coming in through the atrium over there.
Oh, goodness.
The pool, we've had problems with I'm still trying to find somebody to help me with the gutters.
You need to sell it before you, and
I-
move on.
We lost that momentum, so what
Oh,
happened? We bought it at the height.
Yeah.
Um,
Now you're stuck
and
with
right
it.
now it's worth about $100,000 less,
Wow.
and it's hard to walk away.
Oh, yeah, I get
I
it.
would sell it if you wanted to buy this today.
Well, thanks for wanting to sell it to me. I appreciate that.
I'd
You're a
buy it.
nice lady.
Yeah, but
I'll keep that in mind when I give you the
Please.
bill. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
It's just, you know, it's been a real trip. No, everything, the pool, I mean, I thought it was so much fun to have a pool. I don't know if you have a pool or a pool.
Yeah, I have a swimming pool.
Well,
And-
you know pipes,
What's that?
so you know pipes.
Yeah,
So
and I'm
you
a
don't
plumber.
have- You might be wondering why you don't have your heat on right now. Well, I smelled the electrical side and
Oh,
so
Jesus.
there's something going on with that. So yeah, it's one thing after the other here.
I don't heat. I have a gas heater at I have a spa, and
Yeah.
that's the
Oh,
only thing I heat.
Yeah,
I don't use it, I don't heat my pool ever.
so you're just swimming in it? No.
I go in the spa
Yeah.
almost every day,
Yeah.
and then I do a cold plunge because it's good for me.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
How long do you stay in the cold water?
You know, probably longer than I should. They say you should really just jump in and get out. You know, but you can find other things that say stay in there. I don't know.
Good for you.
There was a guy, I read about a guy or saw it on television, a guy in France who, he does that. He swims, he cuts a hole in the ice, two of them,
Yeah, a lot of
and he
people do.
swims from one point to the other,
Yeah.
which is scary
Yeah.
as hell to me. I wouldn't do
God.
that.
Oh, under ice?
I'm claustrophobic.
Never. But,
Yeah.
but that's interesting. So your pool is probably 65 degrees now, right? With water?
Probably, yeah.
So I mean, because it is cold.
Yeah.
So your guys, that's been fantastic. I thought you get in like 79.
Oh, I come from Rhode Island where even in the middle of summer,
Yeah.
your lips look purple when you get out of the water.
Yeah. But I mean, we can't get this spot of work right now. We got a new swimming system. I mean, long story short, it's just one system after the other to upkeep in this house.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
You're all set here, ma'am. I don't see anything leaking.
Leaking up there?
No.
Really? I does it do for me, not you?
It might be splashing. You may. It may be
Somebody
that.
mentioned something here not working right. I didn't know what they meant.
No, if it was down under the countertop, it wouldn't go up above. It's always going to go down. But I don't see anything leaking here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
I believe this is a mowing valve because of the pop-up.
Yeah.
It's definitely a mowing.
Going
But
down here.
you're good. Let's go. Do you want me to look at the other ones?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I took this towel out.
Yeah, that's good.
It got a
I'm just
little
making
wet. I
sure this
forgot
is
to
coming.
put the.
Oops, excuse me. That's
the
good.
thing
No
in.
worries at all.
All right,
yeah,
let's,
actually, the kitchen sink real quickly because that seems to me like it leaks around the faucet too.
Okay.
So might as well while you're here. Didn't you drill through the atrium hole? I thought you might have.
No.
Over there? No.
No.
Oh.
You mean to relieve the water?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, because
I may have. I
So
remember
this-
talking about the
this seems to me that it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it seems to me that this starts to leak around here.
Okay.
And you're here, so it might not.
On this type of faucet, sometimes you have to check this connection.
Yeah.
You don't tighten it down. You know, it's an O-ring connection, so it just needs to be finger tight. But you always want to make sure that that's good. Is this a newer faucet? Did you put this in?
Yes. These jokers put it in.
Yeah. That faucet's not leaking. Sometimes, if this is a mowing, there is a cartridge, and just over time,
Yeah.
this cartridge could loosen.
See, do you feel it already, right there?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I maybe it was wet before
Let me
that.
take
I always
that.
come to that.
Yeah, it is kind of wet.
You never told. Also, with this, what's hot, what's cold. I mean, it's
Well,
just
in the the red
Yeah.
and forward is cold, supposed to be.
oh, forward's cold, and that's what that
No,
is?
no. All the way forward is
Okay.
cold, and rotate it to the back for hot.
Oh, what?
It's going to take a
Yeah.
second for it to get here. That's a good idea.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Keeps
like,
your silverware from falling
exactly,
down.
and
in
this, look at this. I
I'm
mean, it's
always
so thin.
digging. Yeah, I'm
You
always
know.
digging stuff out of mine.
Yeah.
I don't see anything dripping. It usually drips
Okay,
off of this
all right,
handle.
okay.
But sinks, you know, they catch a lot of splashing. You can do anything in a little.
All right,
All it
all
takes
right.
is one.
Yeah, because it's always wet around here, but you know, no big deal if it's not.
Yeah, because it'll drip out of this. You'll see it just drip straight out of the handle.
Yeah.
And there's a hose. There's no water running through the body of the faucet. There's a hose attached. That's what this is.
Oh, okay.
So it's the only thing that could be leaking is
Okay,
that
I
cartridge,
gotcha.
and I don't see it
Okay.
leaking. So,
All
but
right.
I'm concerned that it's taking so long to get hot
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
You might have these hoses hooked up
I'm
backwards.
sure he does. You know.
Could be.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a simple fix. Just
Yeah. Okay.
see how I just did that with my hand wet?
Yeah.
Now
So
that
you got it up
countertop's
there.
gonna
So that
be-
might be it. Yep.
The
Yeah.
countertop's going to be soaked, but
Okay.
I think he's got your hoses hooked
Yeah,
up
we can
backwards.
knock it. When I try to wash the dog, the poor thing is, you know.
Yeah, he's got it hooked up backwards.
He does?
I'll flip-flop these
Typical.
hoses for
Oh,
you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank
All
you.
right.
What do you need?
Alright, so guys, we're going into a low light situation. Okay guys, I got the old headlight on, and I bought this at a auto parts store. And you know, at the checkout in auto parts stores, they've got some nice little tools that are cheap. That's where I got this. And it's very bright, and it helps me out because I got bad eyes, which I'm sure you know by now. So I just turned off the main shut-off valve. They've got these crossed, yep. You can see there's a tag on that. These people just, like she was saying, they didn't know what they were doing. So this one and this one. Yeah, when you relieve that pressure. just keep the valve closed, guys, and you won't get a lot of water. But I always say, you know, we're working on plumbing, so there's going to be some water. Just wipe it up when you're done and move on down the line. I got a rag and a sponge right here. This quick. There might be a lot of water. Most guys would have something to put it in, but I'm not most guys. Just gotta flop these around, man. Tighten up that soap dispenser for her too. Kind of just flopping. Okay. So when I turned the water off, she wasn't really sure where it was. And I remembered from the first time I was here. And she's got a globe valve out there that takes multiple turns. And with the luck she's had with this place, I'm gonna put a new ball valve on for her so that she can turn it off quick in the event of an emergency.
Did you guys screw it up?
Yeah, he had the cold hooked up to the hot side. He had it backwards, basically.
Oh,
It's a pretty simple fix,
yeah.
you know.
Thank you for finding that.
Can you, what was that, ma'am?
No, I just want to make sure Mark.
Well, it was put in backwards. I'm assuming once you
Yeah, the hose is.
It'll be self-explanatory. The red dot will be deep.
Well, the way they're designed, ma'am, is you go from the cold to the hot. So when you turn the faucet on,
Yeah.
in this position, it's most likely going to be, you wouldn't turn it off and leave it like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's cold, it's in cold.
Correct.
I turn it back to hot. What confuses me is the way it.
Yeah, it
kind of goes
opens
on
like that, and then
It's like a. So
Yeah.
so this is hot back like that.
correct. Whether
Okay.
that's what that
Yeah, so it
red,
never
the
was.
red and blue. No, he had it reversed.
That's amazing. I just. can't
All right,
believe
guys,
it.
we're done with that. Beautiful faucet.
Do you do electric too?
Nope,
Okay.
I only do plumbing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll hook up the electric to a water heater, but that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting about Craig. I wonder how long they've rented their place. Did they mention that they still have all they bought a whole bunch of buildings, houses?
Yeah, they have them.
Yeah, they still have that. Yeah, I find their lives really interesting. I mean,
Oh, they're cold people.
they sure know how to live.
Yeah,
mean,
you know.
Their house down here was amazing. It was on 2 lots. They had 2 houses.
Yeah.
You know, they really know how to make this work. And then, you know, he built a.
I think with her, they're just a great team.
Yeah, I know.
With
I'm
her
so jealous. It's
creativity
unbelievable.
and
Yeah.
her design ideas,
Oh my
his
God,
skill.
yeah. Oh,
his
yeah,
skill set.
It's so
Yeah,
amazing.
they are amazing people.
Yeah,
More
the
power to
pottery
them.
that they make. In fact, see that parsley pot to the left up there? with the
Yeah,
pot?
they made that.
That's the pot, and they planted that parsley. That's from like a year ago.
Wow, very cool. They're nice people.
Yeah, they know how
I
to.
tell them all the time I'm jealous.
Oh, I'm crazy jealous. Yeah.
They showed a plant that they took with them from Florida, and I told them I was green with envy.
I'll have to get back on their Facebook page or something, but yeah, I mean, it set me back when that electrical error happened, and you know,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
You know,
But-
sometimes as careful as you can be,
Yeah.
things happen, but you shouldn't, you know, that's what they have insurance for.
Well, you know what? Somebody told me you should have asked him about that, and I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
But we miss him because he was the kind of guy you could call for anything.
He'll be back. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, he got a taste of that cold, and
Oh, good, they're not happy.
they're coming back. I can guarantee that. It didn't take him, but we're not even, you know, he posted that halfway through December,
Oh.
and he was like, yeah, we're over this.
Well, it's interesting because I have friends who moved to North Carolina from here, and all they do is boast about how much they love it. But then every now and then I go and see what it's like in Burnsville, and it's 10 degrees. You know.
Yeah, I'm not into the cold, I know that.
You come from.
I come from Rhode Island, but
Yeah.
I've been down here long enough to, my blood's thinned out, and
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, most of my life I lived in the north too, but it doesn't mean I enjoy the cold.
No, once you get down here, it's a
Yeah.
different game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's yours.
It was exciting that you're fixing all these things.
Good for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna go out and I've got a sweat ball valve for you guys who don't like shark bites. But this kitchen should be fine now. The lavatory is draining. This is her sponge. Let's go outside and see. Oh shit. Almost knocked that shit over. That's what we got, guys. Water coming in. I gotta find the meter. Should be right out front. Get this water turned off and sweat this ball valve on. Let's go see if I can find the meter. The fact that that backflow is up to at the house is kind of strange. They've actually left the water service to this house unprotected, and unfortunately, because the meters are all read electronically. Look at this. Look at the fucking roots on this tree and this water meter. That's why that backflow's up there. You guys looked at all these roots and they were like, fuck that, I'm not putting that in. Yep. See, it's read electronically now. And they were like, they're not getting into the roots. I'm sure that was their thought process. So here's the curb stop. It's on a fucking angle. I should be able to get it off, but you know, these things down here can be a pain. When I was doing new construction, they'd turn you down on a final inspection or a backflow inspection if the stop was not in a workable position. You gotta be careful, these fuckers break. And when they do, you just hope it's in the on position. Doesn't feel like it's going. That's open. Doesn't feel like it wants to shut off, guys. Let me go turn this valve. I don't want to take a chance of breaking that. It happened to me a few months back. Couldn't find the shut off on a house. I gotta see if I'm gonna get flow through this. Seems like it's off, man. Just to be safe, I'm gonna get a screwdriver and open up one of those test cocks on that ball valve. I mean on that check valve. Just to make sure. I don't want to cut the pipe and then have a fucking problem getting it back together because the water's on. Look at all this shit. Fucking inaccessible. Kind of a pain. Just gonna use my Leatherman's got a nice little screwdriver. It can get inside these test cocks, and I just want to see, and I have extra ones because sometimes you open these and they don't. I got plugs for these. On my, see that? Not totally off that meter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it in this situation, guys. I got water coming in. This is a perfect example of when you use a shock bite, man. I'll show you. All right, guys, so the key, yes ma'am. Where are you?
I'm over here. I'm going to have to leave at 10:30 and get dropped out, but also the AC guy is coming out. I don't know what one is.
I need 10 minutes. People are fucking pain. Anyways, the key, guys, is to take these plastic sleeves out. They're only needed for PEX. So let me cut this pipe. You'll see. It's obvious we got water running here. Can't get the water off. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. First I'm gonna clean up that pipe. One other thing I hate, guys, is when I get to a fucking house and the people know they have to fucking leave, but they leave their car in the fucking driveway, and then I have to move. I hate that. Just saying. So now I know basically what I'm dealing with here. That's not a lot of water. You know, you want to be careful cutting into a pipe that's hot. But I can see it's just a little amount. And I've tried to put these, I'll be honest, I tried to help a guy one day, another plumber. I was up at the condos that I own. And he tried to, it's one of those communities where you got to shut the whole place down to change a main shutoff valve. And he thought he could cut it and jam a new one on under pressure. Boy, was he wrong. So I went over there. I had a compression valve and a shock bite valve, 1 inch, because that's what was going into the house. And he had a compression too. But that shit, that dude was soaking wet. That fucking pipe was blowing off in his face. Which that could happen to me right now if this fucking valve up here is clogged a little bit. But anyways, yeah, I tried to put a ball shark bite on there, and it just blew the O-rings right out of it. See that? Just need to make some room. Make some room to get this valve in, and then I'll go turn the meter back on, because I'm gonna solder this up with a slip coupling. Shit's always in the worst fucking spot. There's nobody to blame but the last fucking plumber. I can't imagine doing this shit in the fucking cold, guys. To be honest with you, my fucking hands, my fingers aren't working very good. My gloves keep getting stuck. That's why I fucking hate wearing them. Yeah. Ow. Fucking no way you're gonna solder that. This could have easily turned into a broken meter, a situation where the water, you can't turn it back on. Look at that, guys. See how quick that was? Stop fucking ragging on the shock lights, you fucking knuckleheads. Every fucking valve, every water termination in this house ends with a fucking O-ring seal and a rubber washer. So for all the fucking thickheads who won't embrace that, look at it, you just keep doing it the way you do it. Hey guys, a lot of guys ask about what kind of torch I use. I've got some B tanks on my truck, and this is it, man. Gosh, turbo torch is usually what I have. I do have a whole bunch of these rigs from when I was doing new construction. We were only using, guys, so in perfect fucking GoPro fashion, the fucking thing battery cuts off in sentence. So anyways, this is my tank. You can see how small it is. It fits in the toolbox. It's just a hotter flame. I have more control over the flame. I've got multiple torch tips, but just by throttling down on this, I like it better than just a handheld torch. I mean, I have them too, but I like using this. It's my preference, unless for some reason I can't do it. But what I need to do, and I'll be honest, it'd probably be easier for me to just take that male adapter out, screw a new one in, instead of dealing with that solder in there. And you know, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that with my mini hacksaw, take that male adapter out, put a new one in, and sweat some new pipe. Alright guys, so I got this piece out, that male adapter. It's just easier, but in doing so, the handle, when I took it out, I snapped the fucking test cock. So I've got another test cock on my truck. If I don't have it, I know I have a plug. And the guy, when they come to certify it, those guys have lots of repair parts, they can fix it. I'm just going to thread this guy in, cut a piece of pipe, sweat it up. I got the valve on, the water on, up to this valve. Should be easy, cool the thing down. I'm not worrying about damaging that shock plate valve. Yeah. I don't know why the guy, when he put this in, didn't put it forward and then come back instead of putting it behind the air. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking about when he had to test it out. That's actually a better spot, but it's dripping. I think right up there. What the fuck, man? This is how shit turns into a fucking nightmare. See it dripping? You gotta heat that up and solder it. This is how a fucking bad idea gets worse. Guys, I caused it. What do you want to do? Yeah.
Well, how'd you fit back here?
I don't know. This is one of those 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound box situations.
You know, it's like
Yeah, I know.
whoever
Designed
put this
this.
here,
Yeah, it should
just
be
the thing is
shot.
6 inches in the other, and putting the AC in it right in front of the doorway. It's just idiotic.
Yep.
But what am I telling you? You're the one.
I'm the one dealing with it.
Yeah, it's not news.
You're crying. You're preaching to the choir, as they say.
All right.
You know?
Yep. Okay, well, I'll touch base with you in a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks again.
Ain't no sweat. Actually, a little bit. A little bit of sweat.
Keep it on a doorway.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right.
Icicles on my brow.
It's gonna be like the ending of The Shining if you up here.
Yeah. Honey, I'm home. Oh, the Shining. Was that it?
Yeah.
That was the movie with Jack? Yeah, yeah. Crazy bastard. You need to get in here?
No.
Yeah. Hey guys, check this out. I bought this the other day. It's a set of about 20. I already mentioned it once, but I want to reiterate. These things are badass, man. Harbor Freight, about 20 bucks. You get about 30 of these things, all different sizes. But in a situation like this, you'll see. I can see that was just a shitty joint. Fucking regretting touching that. I'm hoping I can sneak some soldering behind that. Yeah, I don't think it was a big joint in the first place. Probably why it broke. Tight spot, man. think I'm gonna get that hot because of the water that's trapped in it. Yeah. Not gonna get hot enough. Fucking wires everywhere. I can hear the water boiling in it. Anybody ever hear the old saying, the fucking road to hell is paved with good intentions? There's an example of it. Alright guys, so I've decided to try to get this. I told you I snapped that fucking test cock. This is that new wrench easy out extractor. You can see how easy that works. Worked real good. Did the trick. Just gotta be prepared, guys. Make sure I put that back where I know where the fuck it is. Keep it in my mowing shower repair box. But I'm just gonna put a plug in this because I can tell you this backflow hasn't been certified ever. Probably when they first put it in. It got certified but hasn't been checked since then. And like I said, those guys, they always have these parts on their truck. I have it, but I'm not going to spend the time digging for it. I'm just going to throw this plug in here. You can always tighten it up more, guys. You don't have to go so far. If it starts leaking, tighten it up a little more, but don't fucking go crazy, especially on this little stuff. All right, so in my effort to make my life easier, I complicated it as fucking usual. But now that I have that out, now that I have this thing out, I'm going to take this opportunity to make sure that this valve, this male adapter, I could probably get another turn on it maybe. It's in an awkward spot. Yeah. 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 Dope. Now it's put together. Finally. It's fucking tight back here, guys. Alright, so I got my copper. That's seated. Forget how I was going to do this. It's been a few. So I use hot weather paste down here, and when it's cold, you don't really want to cooperate. So here's the fucking plan, guys. Get this fucking back together. Yowza. That in there. That like that. Swing it up. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and blister it up. That's what we say down here in the south. I want to get this one first, because this is the one that could give me a problem, and if it leaks, it's going to be a motherfucker. See the speed? Yeah. Alright guys, I opened number 4 test top to relieve that pressure. I'm hoping this pipe didn't fill up with water. I just need to make sure I got the steam out. Give it a place to escape to. Blowing bubbles. Blowing fucking bubbles. I gotta open number 2 test top. Release the steam. That's gonna get it, guys. Finally. Gotta make sure these things are in the perfect position. Alright guys, so it looks like I got it back together. Fucking complicated. Alright guys, so if you ever run into this situation where you break one of these test cocks off, they're very easy to break off. This is an 1/8 inch test cock, but sometimes there's enough threads left on it. If you Teflon the shit out of it, you can screw it back in and it won't leak. I just went ahead and put a plug in it. But we're all back on. That valve's in a better position now for the homeowner to turn on and off. Like I said, they've got an issue with the meter. I'm gonna realign this fucking backflow. Everything's on. I just need to clean up and get out of here. tell the homeowner, show them how to use this. And I took care of some things for them. Hopefully they appreciate it. And I'm off to the next one. All right, sir, that's what you got. You want to try to use it?
Okay, so this is the
new shut-off valve. Just lift that orange lever.
Okay, so this is
Yes, that's off.
That's off.
Yep, and then go right in the house and open a valve if you want it in an emergency situation.
Right.
Flush a toilet.
Right.
I don't recommend that. Keep the water in the toilet, but open a faucet, and that'll relieve the pressure, or a hose bib if you have one. But yours is probably in a difficult place to get.
But that's the shut-off position when it's parallel to the pipe. That's then the water flows.
Perpendicular is off. Parallel is on. Let's go inside.
All right. After you.
Check your the kitchen. Make sure that that's working for you with no problems. Lucky for you, I'm running a special this month on new main shutoff valve.
Okay.
It's going to be $50 off the regular price, so it's $1,000 instead of $1,050.
Okay.
That's okay?
Yeah. Sure.
That's wrong. I'm kidding.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm totally kidding with you.
One more every minute, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that's what they say. So you
I'm a trusting soul.
You do. Yeah, you got to be careful, bud. There are a lot of guys that would have just taken you up on that little offer, unfortunately.
Right, I think
You want to turn that to the cold now? I mean the hot?
Yeah, so, and I'm assuming this, I can't really say that, like, the red would be hot. So
correct. And this you get volume control.
Right.
If you want it,
volume control.
Correct. So now you should be getting hot water, getting warm already.
Right. We always wonder, like, well, that should be hot. Why isn't?
Well, because it takes time. You gotta your water heater's way in the back of the house.
It's heating now.
Yeah, your water heater's in that closet in your laundry room.
Right. Yeah. The Sue's bathroom gets great hot water.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 5 feet from the heater.
Right. Well, I can tell she's getting hot.
I mean, you can tell that's cold.
Yeah, definitely cold.
Let's see if we get hot here. It takes a long time. The problem is they oversize these things. They probably ran a 3/4 inch line to here, and then a 1/2 inch off of that.
Right. It's starting to warm up, yeah.
Yeah, so you should be fine.
At this point.
All right, let me get you a bill.
Okay.
And I'll be back in. I take a check. I'll write you up an invoice and.
I gotta check up here.
All right, sir. You'd be surprised how many times I do that to almost every customer. Just joking. I'll shoot them an outrageous price and you'd be surprised how many times they're like, well, okay. Fucking, and some unscrupulous fucking snake in the grass would take advantage of them. Unscrupulous. That's a big fucking word. That's a big word for a dumbass with a black eye. All right, guys, I'm just gonna clean up here and write them up, and that's all she wrote. Listen to this. Saint Honesty, that's the name of that song. And I was just gonna tell you about that guy. He came out and he said, hey, you know, I don't want you to put that, me accepting that price for that shutoff valve on your website, because I kind of look like a fucking idiot. And I said, listen, man, I said, you're not an idiot. And it's just, it shows how some, you know, if it presented itself to the wrong guy, they'd take advantage of him. And he finally said, you know what, it's kind of a public service to see that. So he gave me his permission to post it, and I'm going to do that. And I got this guy tightened up, did a few things. Of course, it, you know, I always give people breaks. I end up doing shit for Give me an idea what you guys would have charged. I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes because of what happened with the backflow and all that shit. Tell me what you would have charged for that job, and I'll tell you how much I got for it. I unstopped that lavatory in the back, flip-flopped the supplies on the kitchen, and then put a new main shutoff valve, you know, in that fucking clusterfuck on the side of the house, where every bit of mechanical equipment that pertains to this house is jammed in a fucking 5x5 area. And then I also found that because of changing that, we realized that curb stop is not functioning. And I told him, you know, I wrote it on the invoice, and I told him call the city or the county, whatever he's in, and just get it on record that you reported that valve was not working 100%. You can't turn it off all the way. So luckily I have shock bite valves. That would have been a fucking jet sweat deal, which isn't fun. Last resort. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, maybe about sane honesty and other things. Have a great day, guys. Look at this, guys. This fucking lady, her last name is Grief. When I see her number, I think, oh, fucking Good Grief is calling, and I'm tired. I can't go there anymore. I'm done with that customer. I've done so much shit for this old lady for nothing. I can't do it. It's way far away from where I am, and can't do it anymore. Good Grief, good riddance. That's what I say. I'm over it. Sometimes you gotta do that, guys. Then you gotta read the fucking writing on the wall on some of these houses. If it's too much of a pain in the ass, don't go back, man. Don't fucking put yourself through it. Thanks for watching.